Thank you for joining me. I got my coffee, of course. Need it, as cold as it is. Whew. Okay, this is Flosstube Season 2, Episode 53, because of where Mondays fall. Last episode of 2022. Made it. 2023 starts Season 3, because it's my 3-year anniversary. I still gotta make that project back. I've been busy stitching. And by the way, Flosstube is where I talk about my cross stitching and sewing and quilting and crocheting and stitching stuff. Yeah, I was busy this week. I was very busy this week. So, tons of plans, tons of things to do. Whew. First of all, I'll save all the house drama for the end of the video, but it's been a hectic week. Yeah, I got a lot of stitching in though, which is good. I always need that. I still got to kit some things up. Let me show you what I stitched first. Okay, so I needed a break and I was missing my full coverages. Bad. So I picked up Gossamer Princess, which is a Haid. This is what she'll look like and where I was. And that's how far I got. So, this is the whole width of the whip. Yeah. And there's actually 23 rows down. So, there's a group of us doing, who was it? I forget who started it and did it last year. They divided their project up into 12 parts and worked on it every month, so they'll have a finish by the end of the year. I'm doing 2 projects. This is one of them. So 2 rows in a month. And I should have this done before the end of the year. And yes, I'm already ahead. And that's okay. I'm not even going to count this row. I'm just going to keep going down. But that's it. That's what I got done with her. And I am trying, because she's so small, to do royal rose combined with the typewriter method. I'm trying it. So far it hasn't been too bad. I've tried it before. Lasted a day. But it's how I am. Okay, so that was one whip. Then I was working on this one for Lisa for Christmas. Now, I changed the color. All this is in Cryonic. This right here. And so was this little guy. All of the dolphins was in Cryonic. No. Not for me. And not pink. Dolphins here are not pink. So I wanted to change it to look like the dolphins in our area. This is where I was. And look, I got it finished. And you know how we play chicken with thread sometimes? I played chicken with a cloth. Which I'm framing this myself. So I'm not too worried about it. I have picked out the frames finally. I had a hard time picking out frames for it. Plus I didn't want a mat because it is so small. So I needed a 5x5 frame. I finally found one that I liked. And yes, I've got to get this back in. Otherwise, it's going to drive me batty. Okay. Sorry. But that's another finish. Now, about my finishes. I was getting my album ready for Whip Warriors. I'm doing Stitch What You Want When You Want. But I like having the album because it helps me keep track of everything. And I was going through it and I'm like, I finished more than what's on my list. Because I've got a list that I keep track. And I was comparing and it's like, I'm missing some. I didn't put them on my list. I have this was number 21 in the finishes for this year. This is 2022. You'll see in a minute which project I started to get it done this year. But after I was done with that, I wanted to work on Perfect Winter. I started on the winter solstice. Each week I want to get 500 stitches in it. And at first, I wanted this fabric, which is Night Sky by Bee Stitch Me. It's gorgeous. I didn't like it. Yeah, I did not like it at all. Don't like the gold. So, I went back to my fabric. And I saw this fabric and I'm like, why didn't I pick this up before? You know? So, this is some fabric I dyed myself. It's still in the hoop. And I like it. Yeah. So that's all. Now, what's missing basically here? A lot of it is beads and chronic. I put the chronic back in. I hated it. And I kept looking at it and looking at it. I had the wrong one. I had the bright gold, but I had the high gloss instead of the regular. And it just was not looking right. So, come the first, I've got to order the correct chronic. And then I can finish that. But I'm going to be working on this either daily for 30 minutes or one day a week get the 500 stitches. If I get more than 500 in the one day, so be it. Fantastic. If I don't, I'm not going to stress on it. I'll just work on it a little bit more the next week. So, I got that started. That was my new start. Then, time's creeping by. And by February 1st, I need to have this to the next person in the round robin. We're doing a round robin with the Haunted Mansion by Tiny Modernist. It was a stitch long 2019, I think. I don't know. But this is what it would look like. I hear you. It's okay. And where I was, and this is where I'm at now. So, I've got the first wall over here, and I've almost got this whole page of the wall and the roof done. I got to finish right here, and then that first page is done, and then I got to go finish this page of stuff, and then I'm going to move over. So I need to work on this again this week. Okay. And Michelle, that's in the Round Robin, made us this gorgeous bag. So it fits my nerd shoot very well. Thank you. There. Don't topple over. I got a big stack now. Then, once I realized I was at 21 finishes for the year, I'm like, I got another week. I need to finish another. And I tossed up between the advent calendar and this one. And earlier in the year, I said I was not going to do it because I absolutely hate perforated paper. But it kept bothering me because I'm so close to a finish. Where did I put the picture? There. And it's Spirit of Evergreen. The pattern is gorgeous. She is gorgeous. I just hate working on the perforated paper. So, this is where she was. So see, I was close. This is where she is now. I went ahead and started the beading down here. I've got all the way up to here. All that is completely done. So, I'm working on her hair now, and I'm doing color completion. This purple is all done. Now, this was a different color. I substituted gold because I went to pull out the chronic, and I'm like, why don't I have that? And it's like 5007, chronic 5007. Yeah. The reason is discontinued. So I just picked some gold that I had and went with it, and I think it looks fine. Now, I got to finish her hair, which I'm hoping to do tomorrow, and then start on her skin. But yeah, I still got her wings and the little, got the wings and the cardinal to do. Oh, and then the little holly leaves. So, I'm hoping this week to get started on it. There. I got a lot to do though this week. So that's all my stitching. I did quite a bit. Okay, so haul. I did the No New Starts, which is now Whip Warriors last year, and I had so much fun with it. That one and Magical Stitches I had the most fun with. So you earn tickets into the raffle, and then you can win prizes. And this is the card they sent me, and it's from the No New Starts team. Had to make sure. Then they sent me some more of these, which I got some, which I'm already using the other ones. And then the card, of course, Craft Addict, Carla. But what I won was these mini pins. They're so cute. I love the little moon. Then I won from Teeny Silks, Midnight Garden. And then I won this fabric. Now, when they show the fabric in the drawing, I thought was white. I knew it was opal, but I thought it was white. And it's Lugana. It's not white. It is this beautiful shade of green. It's crystal. I have no idea. So that's it. And it's a picture of this plus. But I absolutely love these colors on here. Now, as soon as I saw this, I knew which pattern I wanted to do. Even though the pattern calls for a dark purple fabric because it's like a midnight garden, which is the name of these silks, Midnight Garden. So, I don't know what project they really go to, but this is the one I'm going to use, and I've had this one in my stash. Yeah. So, this is Savor Life, and in all of its magic, but instead of the dark fabric, I want to do it on this one. And I want to use these, and of course I'm going to have to substitute some others too. But I think that will be gorgeous. What do y'all think? When will I start it? I don't know. And that's okay. But yeah, I don't know. But I was so happy. Love it. Thank you. Thank you guys. Love that. Then I got my just cross stitch for February. Whoa, they're way early. Okay, so February's just cross stitch. You don't need to see my address. But they had some adorable patterns in here. And okay, I want to do this bird because you know me, I love my birds. I also want to do the Winter Goddess. And this is part of the 4-part series. They're going to have different goddesses for each season. I also really like that one up top. And then, oh yeah, that cute Christmas one. Here, it's another one that's going to be in 12 parts. I think it's 12 parts. I don't know how many parts, but multiple parts. So, I think that is absolutely adorable. I love the little elves. Little reindeer. Yeah, so I want to do that one. And then, let's show you a better picture of the goddess one. Oh, and this is gorgeous too. Nora Snowfall. There she is. She's gorgeous. And then there's the other 3. And I cannot wait to see them. I would love to do all 4. Eventually. Because, you know, I got no other whips to work on. But yeah, that was all my haul for this week. See, I've been good. Kinda. Now, everybody's talking about the planners. This first year, I'm not going to be using a Happy Planner in multiple years because I won the Quilter's Planner. I've got to get mine set up. I seriously got to get mine set up. But I want to make a cover for it so that it'd be more durable. But yeah, I gotta get it set up. Let's see, January. That is January. And that's the monthly. All my goals and everything. daily habits, weekly habits, monthly habits. And then this is the layout for the week. So I gotta get this all set up. I don't know if I'll make it all year with it, because my brain is like, I can't stick things in there, pages in there that I want. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try really hard. Okay. Now, New Year's. My New Year, new day. Oops, sorry guys. I'm going to start. I planned on putting it in here, this bag. But then I saw this idea from Dawn Marie's Vertex, where she used the coin sleeves for coin collecting to keep your bobbins in. So yeah, I'm going to use it. And I got this binder, 99 cents. That's it. I want to make a cover for it this week. I got a lot of sewing to do this week, so that I can keep some fabric in it. And what patterns? Bella Filipinas, Dentes of the moon, the stars, and the sun. I don't have the sun yet. Now, you've seen the little trick with the Mirabilias where you can just open the side and not break the seal. You can do the same thing on the Bella Filipinas. So, the first one I'm going to start with is Dente of the Stars. I want her in the center. And I'm using Night Sky by Be Stitch Me. I got half a yard. And I got 16 count. Yeah, 16 opalescents, because, you know, it's Night Sky. I cannot wait. But I got to finish kitting it up. I have started kitting it up. I need to finish. Yeah. I want to make a sleeve to go in here, and I've seen it done in the frame binder, where I can keep the beads and the patterns. But, and I got to buy the third one. But yeah, I cannot wait. That's going to be my new year, new start. There. Okay. Now, the drama this week. The house drama. So Wednesday night, the cold weather was coming in, and Lisa was really, really, really wanting me to fix shepherd's pie. And so I started making shepherd's pie, and I had the oven heating, and I was browning ground beef and everything, and, you know, doing all the cooking stuff. In shepherd's pie, at least the way I make it, everything's cooked. And then you put it all together and you bake it so all the flavors go together, and, you know, it's all good. Well, I put it together and I put it in the oven. And I waited my normal time. It's not done. I gave it a little bit more time. It's not done. And I'm like, what is wrong with my oven? And then I was able, after it being in there for an hour and a half, I was able to pick up the pan with my hands. It was a little warm. It was not hot enough to burn me after being in the oven for an hour and a half. So I finished in my air fryer. Not the best option, but it got done. And I'm like, something's wrong. Which I had seen a flash of light as I was cooking. And I asked Lisa if she had seen that, and she said, seen what? I said, the light. It was flashing. And I thought it was a light bulb that went out. And she said, no. And I looked around in the kitchen, couldn't find a light bulb that went out. Well, the oven wasn't working, so that was it. We thought it was the oven element, heat element. And so we ordered one. It was supposed to come in Saturday. It did come in Saturday after we had left for the Christmas party. But Lisa put it in yesterday morning for me. And we're like, yay, we got a stove back. I went to cook the ham yesterday. The ham was the smallest I could find. It was supposed to be in there an hour and a half. It cooked for 2.5 hours. And it was warm. It was warm, but it was not cooked. I put my rolls in there. They never baked. I put the green bean casserole in there. Nothing. So I did those in the air fryer. Fail. I didn't have the temp right, I think, on that. But I did what I could. So I'm getting a new oven for Christmas. It's not what we wanted to spend the money on, but it is what it is. Yeah, I need an oven. I really need an oven. So there was that. Then we woke up Christmas Eve and we came downstairs and we had both slept in, which we normally don't sleep in. So it was right at 8:30 when we came down, right before 8:30. And we came down, Lisa started her K-cup, got her little pot in, put her cup under there, made sure there was plenty of water, and she turned it on, and the power went out. Duke Energy decided to do rolling blackouts. The coldest morning in this state, in this area. Now, they told us it would be 30 minutes, and we thought, okay, 30 minutes, we can handle that. 5.5 hours later, our power came back on. That was so wrong. I was terrified I was going to lose my birds. I had them wrapped up, trying to keep them nice and warm, because, I mean, parakeets in the cold don't mix. The dogs were fine. They had on their little sweatshirts and everything, but it was cold. Neither one of us had coffee. You know me. I gotta have my coffee. I have to have my coffee. So I tried to talk Lisa into going down. On her phone, she could get on social media. On my phone, now we're on the same plan. We had the exact same model of phone. On my phone, I couldn't get on social media. I could receive calls, though. And I could make calls. But that's it. On her phone, she couldn't receive calls or make calls. But she could get on social media. That made 0 sense to me. But she was able to find out, you know, like McDonald's was open. A 10-minute drive from us and all. And so I tried to talk her into going and get coffee, and she wouldn't, because, see, I'm still not supposed to be driving. And she's like, I'm not going out in this cold. We DoorDashed for coffee and Danishes. And she said it was the best $25 she ever spent getting coffee. But we had our coffee. And I stitched and I stitched and I stitched because my iPads had full battery. But I stitched until I couldn't no more because my fingers were too cold. And then I decided to curl up in my Afghan and take a nap. And the dogs curled up on top of me too. It was so sweet. And we took a nap. And I did not wake up until Lisa said, power's back on. And then I jumped up. I was like, yes, finally. I was going crazy. Oh, and our pipes froze in our kitchen, only in our kitchen. So it was like Christmas Eve was absolutely horrible. And yesterday we got up early, started our coffee, just in case they decided to turn off that power again. Ugh. But it was crazy. It really, the worst time to do it is on Christmas Eve and then leave it off for so long. 30 minutes and then on for a little bit. 30 minutes off, 30 minutes on. We could have handled that. 5.5 hours when it's 10 degrees outside. And it got cold in here. But as you can hear, my birds are fine. But we did lose Breezy, the second guinea pig. It was before all that. We're thinking both of them died from old age. Because we have had them for a very, very long time. So both guinea pigs are gone now. And Lisa told me she didn't want another one. She'll change her mind next month. That's how she is. I try to talk her into a little hamster, you know, because they're smaller and they're so cute. McKinley has a little hamster, and I love it. He is so cute. But she said no. Yeah. Then she saw a cat, a little kitten. And this was the prettiest kitten. And it was up for adoption. And I'm like, oh, I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. And I'm like, I'm allergic. I'm allergic. I'm allergic. I can't. Lisa wanted it. But we can't. But yeah, it's been a chaotic week. And oh yeah, she has never had Christmas Eve off. She always gets Christmas Day off, but the day before and the day after, forget it. She is slam packed at work. I mean, she works at Harris Teeter, a grocery store, and then she was scheduled off on Friday. That's her normal day off, Friday and Sundays. So Christmas Day automatically she's off. But Thursday, she was told, oh yeah, you're off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we're like, excuse me? Why couldn't you have told us sooner? Then we could have made arrangements for the pets and gone to see our grandkids. We had already promised to go to dinner to her family because we missed last year. And it's like, we could have gone to see the grandkids. And then all this happened. It was chaotic. But we made it through it. We've already got the new stove picked out. Just got to get it here. So, gotta find somebody with a truck. And we know somebody. But we gotta wait for them to get back in town. But everybody left for Christmas. Yeah. It's going to be crock pot meals between now and then. But it's all good. It's okay. We made it. Oh, another thing. I lost 3 pounds this week. Last week I lost 1 pound. This week I lost 3. Yeah, I'm down 20 pounds since my surgery, which is not bad. Not bad. I don't think it's bad. But that's it. January 1st is my 3rd year anniversary. What day does Monday fall on? Let me look at my planner here. Falls on a Sunday, so the 2nd will be my first episode of 2023. I might do a whip parade that day, along with a giveaway. So, be sure to stay tuned. And that's it. I need to go get some of my to-do list done because my to-do list is way too long. I think I'm going to set this up today. I'm going to set up my planner and kit up my New Year start. And then I got to start sewing. 2 different people brought me big sewing piles and asked me, please. It's like, okay. I don't mind. One is simply hemming. That's no problem. The other one is cutting some pants off and making them in shorts. For mowing and all in the summer. And hanging around the house. Not for going out or anything. Then I got finished Gabe's quilt. The first full weekend. Yeah. The 6th, 7th, 8th, we're going to be going to see my kids, taking all Christmas and everything. So I've got to get all that done. It's going to be like Christmas, but it's okay. It's McKinley's birthday. We always end up going there on her birthday, mainly because it's Lisa's work has a set of weeks that are blacked out from anybody asking off. And that's because they work in retail. Well, it's the grocery store. And it's the busiest time of the year. The 1st ends it. So right after is the perfect time for us to go see the kids. It's okay, baby. It's okay. So January is McKinley's birthday. So January 6th or 7th. I'm horrible with dates. Don't strangle me, Deja, please. It's hard for me to remember how old I am. I have to keep asking Lisa. But it's the perfect time for us to go down there and do a late Christmas if we don't get to do Christmas here. So yeah, busy week. I got a busy week ahead of me. But it's going to be a fun week. It is. I cannot wait to start my New Year's start. I so can't wait. And if you look, okay, so all 3 of them have these swirls, right? I want to take the swirls, yeah, like this, and connect them. Somehow, I want to connect the swirls together on the fabric. Just barely having them touch or go in together. And I think it would be so cool. I cannot wait. I gotta get all the beads and everything for these 2. and the other one. I know in January I got a big order for 123 Stitch for beads, bead packs, or I might do the bead packs through Be Stitch Me. But yeah, I cannot wait. I gotta get this organized. I gotta get my planner organized. I have to get myself organized. Also, I want to finish Spirit of Evergreen. And then any other patterns that have perforated paper, I will do on fabric. I'm not doing it on perforated paper because that's what makes me dislike the whip. It has nothing to do with the pattern. The pattern is gorgeous. It's just that paper. But anyway, I've kept y'all on here long enough. I'm sorry for my rambling. And I hope everyone has a blessed day. And I'll see you next year.